Okay, so Gage, you were way more hyped for this than I was. So what's your takeaway? How do you feel?
I loved it. To start out, Superman is a movie about a guy that gets canceled, and his friends rally together and get him uncanceled. Which I wonder if James Gunn had any personal connection to that
Oh,
exact.
that's clever. I didn't pick up on that. Nice.
But
You're right. People are overthinking this with this, Israel Palestine stuff. That's the real subtext of the movie.
but as a whole, I really loved the movie. Everything about it. If I had to nitpick a single complaint, it kind of moves at a very, very breakneck pace in the beginning. Like it's just like scene, 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 scene. Um, but that didn't bother me.
No, I love that. Like
Yeah.
I think you got to over-explain the DC universe at this point. Although I guess I guess trying to figure out what it's like for somebody just walking in cold. Do you think this was too overwhelming?
So, we went like 14 people.
Okay.
Went. My brother-in-law has only seen one comic book movie his whole life. He watched it
Wow.
with me, and it was Ant-Man 2.
Wow.
Um,
What a frame of reference.
Yeah, he thought Superman was a Marvel movie. Like he just thought all superhero movies were Marvel movies.
Nice.
Um, and I asked him, and he was like, "I loved it." He was like, "I thought
Okay.
it was great." So, because I
Okay,
was
then
like,
if
"I
he
just want
wasn't
to,"
confused, then okay.
yeah, because I was. He was like, He's like, "I'm glad I'm starting in fresh." He's like, "Because I actually want to watch all these now
Oh
in
wow.
this universe." So,
It's big.
as someone who don't know nothing about any comic book characters, doesn't care about, only cares about sports, like I wanted what his opinion was, and he liked it.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so just first off, like grading, what do you give this? Star,
um,
letter grade, whatever you prefer.
Letterbox, I gave it a 4 out of 5.
Really?
Yeah. Um, I'm really weird when I try to rate movies on there because I'm like, well, I have movies like Jaws and Jurassic Park and stuff like that as a 5. So it's like I don't see this being one of those classic movies.
Oh, I'd rather rewatch this than Jaws.
So it's like eh. I try to base it on how I think the movie as a full movie would be rather than what my for me personally I'd be like, oh, that's a 5 out of 5. Like comic book movie, it's probably my favorite.
Okay. Because like in the context of a Superman movie, I
Perfect.
I give this a five. In the context of like a comic book movie or superhero movie or whatever, I don't know. I guess like 4.5 out of 5. Like I thought it was pretty damn perfect.
Yeah.
But you're right. I guess if I'm comparing this to like Shawshank Redemption, then yeah, I guess a four.
Yeah, and used to the way I graded movies on Letterboxd, like if I liked it, 5. If I didn't, 1. And this past year, because I've been very heavy, everything I watched,
You're trying to be a little
tried,
academic.
I've tried to have somewhat of a structure to it, and I actually realized because I was going back and looking, I had gave the Batman a 5, and I was like, I gave the Batman a 5, and I like this movie more, and I like the Batman.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm I'm not sure about that. I think I might still like the Bat.
but Superman's more of my guy than Batman is, so.
Okay, so let's
I kind of said earlier, how the Batman was for y'all is kind of how this movie was for me.
okay, so let's just put this in the context of DC movies. Is this your favorite or like top three? Like where's this fall?
I would put it right up under Adam West Batman movie.
So Adam West Batman film, that's your peak DC film, right?
That's peak. That's peak DC film.
Okay, that's peak cinema. Okay.
This is fairly close. If it was just a little bit sillier, it may have worked. So,
Okay. Okay, so I guess let's structure this somehow. So I guess let's start positive. What just blew you away?
um, so honestly, it wasn't like any of the action sequences or anything like that. Um, it was just the way like Superman interacted with people. Um, and for the first time since like the Raimi Spider-Man films, like random citizens felt like they had a personality instead of just being there. It's like
Okay.
they almost had a purpose, like they cared in a way.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel like that's something that like comic book movies haven't done in a long time. But like
The
just
DC
like
films, absolutely not. And then what,
the
like 85% of the Marvel movies don't do that.
yeah. Um, but it's just like the way like when he's being interviewed by Lois and she's like he's like telling her like people could have died. I stopped people from dying. And she's like, well, and he's like, I don't care about any of that. Like, I don't care about the politics of it. I don't care about how I should win it. I'll stop people from dying. And that's all that matters to him. Like there's no like gray area. It's like save people or don't. And he wants to save people. Um his moments with Paul Kent, like the one talk they have at the farm, and then like him seeing his parents at the end, like crying. I'm like crying in theaters at that. Just like the humanity and sincerity and kindness he gave to the character, it's everything I've wanted out of a Superman film.
Okay.
Like he embodied every bit of that.
Yeah.
But you know, like other action sequences, like the Mr. Terrific scene was great. It was basically something we'd seen in Guardians of the Galaxy a couple times. Still really cool though. Like he put Lois in the bubble, did his fight. Um, but even like with Mr. Terrific, like I loved how like he felt annoyed that the rest of the world's not as smart as him. And it's like moments like that where I was like, okay, like James Gunn really gets these characters. Or it's like Guy Gardner pulling the old fashioned JLI where it's like he don't want to do something. He's like, oh my oath. And like even though it don't have anything to do with that, it's just like he's kind of lazy and a douche and does things for himself. Um like Metamorpho almost like the end where he's seeing like Superman can't get to I guess we're gonna say there's spoilers here.
I mean, why not? Why
Yeah.
not?
Like Superman
If
can't
they're
get
clicking on this video, surely they've already seen the movie.
yeah. Like Superman isn't getting to the wherever Bravia is attacking.
Yeah.
And it's like there's a moment where you see like, okay, these other heroes are about to step up, which is also another big moment that I thought like defined Superman because like so much of the movie was him you know, thinking he was doing things one way because that's what he was sent to do. And you find out that's not what he's sent to do. And he kind of has a identity crisis in a way. And he's like, well, what am I doing? And he kind of learns like your parents don't choose who you are. Like we lead you. And it was almost like that scene what like felt to me like it's like he has two options here. He can go stop this thing that he said he was going to do just because it's right, or he can stop his new home from being destroyed like his original was, and him going in and stopping that. So, like, just moments like that, I really loved.
Yeah. Okay, just real quick bouncing off that. So I thought them making Lex kind of right about Kryptonians in general. I thought that was a pretty like bold move. Like, did that hit you in any way, or are you like, Kryptonians suck, like whatever?
No, I thought that was actually kind of smart. Like, I think it kind of shows how smart Lex is in this universe because, like, he's very smart and like not everything he sets out to do works, but he
Yeah.
has a backup plan for every bit of it. Like if something fails, it's just like, okay, next thing, this is what we're doing. Like it um very much mixes in that like old school, like before Lex Luthor was a businessman in a suit who's a mad scientist. So you almost get like a very good mix of both these worlds of Lex, like he's a mad scientist and he's also that businessman and like they collide in a really great way. Also I got crypto unboxed.
Nice.
No articulation and this little cloth cape, but
Oh,
yeah.
that's adorable. I mean, I guess you don't need articulation for him, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Get the
adorable.
1 year up.
But yeah, so real quick on Lex, I love this version of Lex just because what you said. So
Yeah.
you get the best of both worlds. He's politically connected, he's a businessman, but he's still like 50% mad scientist. Like the scene
Yeah.
of him with the monkeys and the typewriters, oh, that's hilarious. That is 1950 Superman.
Oh yeah, I love. There was so much like just little Silver Age goofiness that I was just like it just made me so like it just. I think like Marvel has gotten really close to it a few times, but like I really feel like this is like the first time it like a movie literally felt like a comic,
Yeah,
like almost like you're reading a comic as this movie's going on.
yeah. Oh, that's great. Oh, that cape's really good.
Yeah, it's a wired cape, so you can like get it in all kinds of like weird poses and like it's nothing great, but
So
you have
the
it.
trunks are plastic or is that cloth?
They are a soft plastic, and that's one issue I have with them is they kind of sink into there's nothing under it. So they kind of sink in where the joints are. But for what I want this to be, I just want it to stand next to my Pattinson Batman. Like it
Nice.
works.
That's good.
So
But yeah, no, I love the tone of this. It's goofy, it's Silver Age. There's lots of funny bits, but it's still pretty serious. Like it deals with the political repercussions of do we really want a world where superheroes are just, like cowboys just out doing stuff? Like you see that scene at the bunker under the Pentagon where like, is this really the world we want to live in?
yeah, it. I feel like they even handled that better than they did, and like Marvel did when they kind of rushed in like the Sokovia Accords,
Yeah.
where it's like it felt like that was a like in Civil War, the Sokovia Accords and those laws felt like something to move the heroes to fight. Where it's
Yeah.
like in this, it feels like a real world problem in the world.
Yeah.
Um, it's like how do you deal with these metahumans that really don't have they're not part of our military or police. They're not tied directly to the United States. They can go and do what they want. And that's kind of what that one guy says to Crossbones
Yes.
uh
I
at
love
the
that
end.
actor. I can never think of his name, but I
He's
love
like,
that actor.
we live in a world where metahumans can do what they want. And I feel like that's gonna be a big thing going forward. But also it's like it's very valid, like in a real world kind of concern, like how do we stop? Like, how do we have ties to all these countries and we say we're on the side with this one and we're against this one, but like the heroes can still go in and do what they want. And it's like we face repercussions for that. And I think that was very smart on his end that like Superman just went and did the right thing that he should have done. Like, and of course it's a real world parallel to Gaza and what happened there. And
I actually think it's Serbia in the 1990s. I think it's Slobodan Milosevic parallel,
so
which
I feel like
conflict.
it's yeah, I do agree with that. Like I think the most recent thing's the Gaza thing, so people can see it. But I feel like like, but also like us seeing it in different ways. It's there's a lot of real world issues happen where it's like the right thing's not done, and it's like I said in my written review, it's like we live in a world where there's not a lot of hopelessness, and there's genocides going on, and we got evil tech billionaires running shit. And James Gunn gave us a world where it's like you like in that world there is hope, and their kindness stops those kind of things, and it's like it's inspiring in a very big way.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I thought it was really mature. I thought it was thoughtful because it shows, Superman goes in, does what he's supposed to do. He stops Bill from dying. But that's just not the end of the story. Like more stuff's gonna happen. There's gonna be fallout from any decision like that.
And like I like that this movie kind of started us on the third act
Yeah.
of a story.
Hmm.
Like it's like 30 years ago, Superman landed, metahumans appeared. 3 years ago, Superman outed himself. Like 3 minutes ago, he lost his first fight, and then bam, movie. And it's just like, oh, this is cool. Like we're getting the third act of something. And the movie very much plays um like the worst week of Superman's life. It's like everything's been going great, and he's having this one really bad week. But also, it's inspiring that like he doesn't stop through all it. Like he gives himself up because he thinks it's the right thing to do. But still, even through it all, like he never quits trying to save people, and that's his main motivation and goal. And I think they handled that really well.
Just dropping us into Act Three, like you said, I thought that was, good compressed storytelling. But it's kind of weird that so this movie implies Superman and Lex have never met before
Yeah, it seems like their first meeting was.
in the skyscraper, right?
Yeah, and it almost seems more like intentional on Lex's part, where he said he's been spying on him all this time. Because he's like, "You know a lot about me." He's like, "Well, I've been spying on you." Like, I feel like that was a very Lex thing, where it's like 3 years of spying on this person. And he's just like, "This is the week." He's like, "I'm unleashing everything." So
Yeah, that was nice. I know you don't like it, but it reminded me of Superman Red Sun with him making Ultraman and all that, and having all the
yeah.
contingencies.
And also, like, I want to say this movie was way more for all seasons, which I had said before. I kind of liked and wanted it to be like than it was All Star Superman.
Yeah. Okay, so nitpicks. Anything you didn't like?
So, like, um, I feel like some of the more serious scenes got undercut by Crypto.
That's fair.
Sometimes, it wasn't like I get why they did it, like keep it family films and funny. Um, Like I feel like the scene at the end where he's talking to Lex and then Crypto comes in, and I laughed. I thought that was funny, but also it's like that was a really powerful, moving speech, and it could have just been that.
It was a little Loki and Hulk for me. Felt a little like they.
Yeah, yeah, I could definitely see that. Um, I still don't like his
You're right. That is
costume.
that is a great speech, though.
Yeah, I still don't like David Cornsweet's costume.
You know, like who's?
The costume for Superman,
Oh, okay, okay.
I don't like it. Um, I felt like if it didn't have the kind of extra lines, MCU lines, I feel like I probably would have liked a little bit more.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not horrible. It's like not the worst Superman costume I've seen on screen, but
You're right. I'm pretty blah with it. Like it didn't impress me. I didn't think it was distracting either, though.
yeah. Um, but nah, like I really don't like. Somebody asked me how the CGI was, and I was like, I don't even pay attention to that stuff to care. Like nothing took me out of the movie.
As long as it's not like a D plus, I don't care. Like as long as it's not garbage, I don't really care.
Yeah, I felt like the engineer kind of wasn't used a lot. I feel like she kind of could have been anybody.
Also has a weird character because like she was basically on Superman's level, right? So this implies Lex Luthor can make characters that are that fucking powerful.
Yeah, I mean, she seemed to hold her own, but she kind of had help from Ultraman. But
Yeah,
she was doing
that's
the
fair.
putting the stuff in his.
Yeah.
So I would say she's maybe a little bit under Superman's level. Like, because you also got to think like he when he fought them, he came out from like he never got fully healed
That's
after
right. You're right.
being in the universe, and then he almost got sucked into like the black hole and like Metamorpho couldn't really create the sun. He had to create like kind of a false thing, and then like he still didn't even give it to him probably as long as he needed. Like
Yeah, you're
I would
right.
say it's not a
He's,
Superman
he's
at
a,
full strength.
you're right. He's at like 60%. Yeah.
Yeah,
In which, whatever. It's a movie. It's supposed to be fun. Who cares about power scaling? It's just
yeah,
like that just occurred to me. Like, in the animated series, it takes Lex like a whole season to get up to like Superman's level.
yeah. Um, I really liked Supergirl enough to like I'm really excited about Supergirl now.
Is
Like just
that
the little scene she was in, I was like, that was great.
is that next? Is that the next DC movie?
Thank you.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Okay, nitpicks. Also, I thought it's the Daily Planet, right? For Superman. That's the name of the
yeah,
paper. I love the Daily Planet cast. Like that's the best Daily Planet cast in live action ever. And
I love that
I
every
get
time you saw Perry, he always has a cigar in his mouth.
yes.
Like little stuff like that, I was just like, okay, that's awesome. Like you like that's just straight out of the comics.
Yeah, because we got him, we got Cat Grant, we got the sports writer dude from SNL. That was great.
Yeah,
He thought
Steve
some Jimmy
Lombard.
Olsen. I was surprised he had such a big part.
Yeah, Steve Lombard.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Lois, she was amazing. Like the best Lois. Like honestly, I would say we probably got the best versions of each character.
Their
Like,
chemistry was, I guess, the best just across the board. Like, it's better than
yeah,
Smallville.
yeah, it was just like it, like they felt very natural. So I love the Daily Planet cast. I like Jimmy. I like that they brought Miss Tessmacher back from the Donner Superman. She was kind of the hero of the movie.
A little bit, yeah.
Uh, let's try to think. Um, like I said, Crypto was fun for the most part. Superman's robots were cool.
Yes, I love seeing that.
Alan Tudyk pretty much just played K2SO again.
Basically. Yeah, my nitpicks. The scene with Superman and his Kansas dad, like that speech is really good. But the scene before that, I was like, they're a little too rural. Like this is a little over the top. In
Yeah, he made them
2025, I don't think too
very
many people in
simple.
Kansas are talking like this.
He made them very simple country folk. Yeah, Ma Kent, I didn't really care for her too much.
Yeah, she wasn't much of a character, really.
Yeah, like she didn't really have any purpose, like besides just being Ma Kent. Like
I think
Pa Kent,
Smallville parents are still my favorite Superman parents.
yeah, I really do like this Pa Kent though. Like,
Yeah, that was a good speech.
yeah.
Much better than Kevin Costner's.
What do you think about Superman being a harem and supposed to take wives and
Say that again.
about Superman, supposed to be taking wives and impregnating them
Oh
to
yeah,
spread the
that was
seed. That was a little different.
a harem, yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
you're right. That makes the Kryptonians evil in a way we've not really seen before. They're usually just like detached, like sexless weirdos. This is like they're
Yeah.
conquerors.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, that's a choice.
Yeah, that's very Viltrumite.
Also, like, why would James Gunn not advertise Bradley Cooper as Jor-El?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, you're right.
that's
Hey,
the biggest name in that movie. Like, why not advertise star power?
you're right. That is the biggest name in that movie by far.
Yeah, like nobody's super big. Like Nicholas Holt, he's done some things, but he's still not like a huge actor. Like Bradley Cooper's the biggest name. It's like, why would you not advertise that star power right there? Like,
So that is a cool thing about this movie though, because other than Nicholas Hoult, the average person probably doesn't know who any of these people are.
yeah.
Like they're all relative unknowns.
And I bet 75% of the people who are going to watch the movie don't know Nicholas Holt by name.
You're right. They don't know him by name. Yeah, that's
Like they're
true.
probably like, oh, I've seen him in something before, and they
Yeah,
probably have to IMDb.
that's the X-Men guy.
Yeah, but like I said, like the themes of the movie really stuck out to me more than anything else, and that's kind of what I said. And like when we talked about Superman before, it's like it's not his powers that interest me; it's him as a character and his values as a human and how he reacts to people and with people. And I feel like this movie just really like hit the nail on the head on that.
Okay, so did you love Superman being a pop punk and ska fan?
Oh yeah, I felt like it really spoke to me. And Lois Lane being like, no,
Yeah,
I was a real punk growing up. I was like, this is cool as fuck.
yeah. Yeah, no, they made up Mighty Mighty Boss Tone stand-ins and stuff. That's fun.
Yeah. I think one of those guys on that poster was James Gunn too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm like 90% sure. I kept looking at it. I'm like, I think that's James Gunn right there. I honestly kind of thought we would get more Maxwell Lord, and we only got like one scene of him on the news.
I thought he was used well though.
Yeah. I really expected more. Like I was just like, oh, I bet he's gonna have a big role in it, and he didn't. And but I think like that one scene with him is like, oh, that worked well. So
Okay, just real quick on that point. Anything like that that just surprised you, the, characters you didn't expect to be in it or you thought were going to be utilized differently? Because I don't think I knew Maxwell Lord was in this. I tried to not just skim the Wikipedia page all the time.
um, so as far as surprises, I was really worried the Justice Gang was going like I was worried there was gonna be too much going on and too many people in the movie. So I was like very happy and surprised that like they had a more reserved role, but also like were important in a way as well. It's like they served their purpose. There was like nothing more, nothing less. Um, I was surprised that Hot Girl screamed so much.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was one thing where I was just like, okay, every time. Um,
So you think that's the leftover from Black Canary was in the first iteration. Then they merged the characters or something.
I'm not. I don't know. I was just like, well, I mean, um, I was surprised we got like a big Justice Society painting in the background of the the Hall of Justice. I didn't really get to see it super well. Like I caught Wildcat and Jay Garrick on it, but there's been breakdowns on the internet.
Okay. Yeah, I've
There's a
tried to
lot of
not read too
characters.
much reviews or anything yet.
Like Alan Scott's on it.
Uh,
There's a lot of them. I think the original Vigilante's on it. Doctor Fate was on it. So I thought that was really cool.
I like to mention, so there's been metahumans, what they said, the past 100 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you can do Justice Society and all the 40s and 50s heroes. Okay, that's cool.
I was worried Guy Gardner would just be Nathan Fillion, being Nathan Fillion, but no, he acted like Guy Gardner.
Yeah, he really did. That
But as
was,
far as surprises, there wasn't really. I would say nothing like surprised me super much. Um, I kind of thought Metamorpho was going to have a bigger role. I thought he'd be a part of the Justice Gang from the beginning.
same. I like that actor, and he only has what, like 25 lines?
Yeah, but I mean, they did good with him. He served his purpose. So
They got real sci-fi with him, just having a head and propeller for that one scene.
I like that. Like when he leaves that base, though, it's like very Bigfoot walking. He's like,
I didn't catch that. You're right.
I cracked up laughing when I saw that.
Okay, before we wrap up, I guess let's just do the comparison. So, is there, do you think this is superior to the Snyderverse in every way, or is there something Snyder got right that Gunn didn't?
I feel like Snyder really got Jor-El and Krypton a lot better.
Okay, that's a
Um,
prototypical take of Krypton. Yeah.
I I feel like I feel like he's better at action. Like
Yeah.
the action sequences stood out to me way more in Man of Steel than Superman. But once again, that's not something I go for. I
But
feel
you're
like
right. There's gonna be less clips on YouTube of these action scenes, probably.
Man of Steel and Superman are both very different. Like they both tried to adapt very different versions of the character, and I think there's room in the world for both versions of the character. And I still think there's probably a middle ground between the two to be the perfect Superman for everybody, or that could work for everybody. But I mean, I don't like BVS. Justice League is fine, but like I really did like Man of Steel a lot, and I personally, for me, this Superman's more my Superman.
Because I love Henry Cavill. I think he's got the build, the vibe, the look. Like to me, you look at that, that's Superman. But
Yeah,
like you don't say anything very interesting. All the scenes are bad. Him and Lois have no chemistry.
Yeah, like they definitely got the new guy as Clark a lot better. His chemistry with people a lot better. The Daily Planet crew a lot better. Like I feel like James Gunn did a lot better, and I get there's people that love the other version of DC, and that's fine. It's for them.
I think we were those monkeys on the keyboards. I think that was a reference to the Snyder fans.
Also, for the first time in my life, outside of a circle that I'm in, I heard the word Snyderbot.
Wow.
When I went to the bathroom after the movie, the guy washing his hands behind me was talking about it with somebody. And it's just like really old guy, like high dad shorts, dad sandals on, like older guy. He was like, I like it, but I feel like them Snyderbots are going to be having a field day with it.
Amazing.
So I was like, oh, that's the first time I've heard that outside Twitter or just like personal conversations between me and like you or something.
That's funny. Okay,
Yeah.
how was this received in your theater? Was like people standing up and clapping everything? Was this like well received?
There's no like standing up and clapping, but there was a lot of laughing out loud
Okay.
when it was needed. So
I had one guy, I guess somebody stopped him like midway through the movie. He stood up and clapped over like every little thing. He was so excited to see crypto. It just like made his year.
we went on at 2 o'clock on Sunday yesterday. It was pretty packed.
Okay.
Not fully packed, but like I said, there was 14 in my party that went. So we took up a whole row ourselves.
Okay, so not that, the box office has anything to do with the artistic merit of the film, but you're confident this is gonna be a big hit.
Yeah, like I don't think it's gonna be the $1 billion movie. I don't think it's gonna be a $900 million movie. I think 700 million's gonna be what it is. James Gunn said, they're moving forward at 500 million.
Okay.
It made 25 million over the weekend. So I
Yeah.
think it'll easily get to where it needs to be. Superman's a weird character. It's not doing well overseas.
Yeah, I saw that, which I do people really still associate Superman as like truth, justice, the American way? Like I
I
don't.
think a lot of people do.
Okay.
Um, I think I think Superman just in general isn't a huge box office draw. Like
That's
Man of Steel didn't do crazy numbers. Like I think just as a character, he's not a huge box office draw.
that's true. Yeah, because I don't know in like perspective what the 70s movies did. Were those I don't know if those were even big by 70s standards.
I think the first two did really well.
But yeah, Man of Steel didn't do crazy numbers, and I guess like raw dollars, that's the high water mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But yeah, I was pretty confident in it, but my students like didn't give a crap today. I know I'm saw it over the weekend, no one wanted to talk about it.
interesting.
Which it's only been a week, so maybe they'll be all jazzed up next week.
Yeah. Like my kids loved it. Braden wants to go
Yeah.
see it again.
All right.
So that's very rare. Like he's not super into the comic book movies anymore. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, that's high praise then.
Like he's been talking about it constantly since we watched it. So
Okay, before we wrap up, so you just bought your newest Superman figure. So
yeah,
you did an embargo on movie figures after Thor, right?
I did. I'm just not big on movie figures anyways. Like most of my nostalgia is attached to cartoons.
Okay.
I tend to do more animated stuff. Like I have a bunch of the DC Superpowers figures. That's more my jam.
Okay.
But as I was looking at my Batman from the Batman that I have, that was bought for me by my wife. I didn't even go by that. I just really thought he would look really good standing next to him.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta take a picture of that. That's gonna look good.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna definitely get a picture. Um,
Okay, so you're just getting the one. You're not getting Nicholas Holt, Lex Luthor. You're not getting the whole toy line.
no, 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 I'm not getting any more. This
Okay.
is this is all I want, and I'm happy with this.
Okay.
So now I'm not going deep in on Superman the movie figures. Like honestly, I didn't even really care about getting the deluxe part with Crypto, but financially and what was available, it just made most sense. Like,
Okay, any closing thoughts? I thought this was fun.
yeah, I mean, I guess closing thought,
Go see it.
punk rock is kindness. Go see the movie.
Yes. Okay, I guess last thing. Did this feel too James Gunn? Like you just feel like, oh, he just does the same beats all over and over again? Because like I
No,
loved it, but this is definitely a James Gunn take on Superman.
I didn't feel like it was a James Gunn take on Superman. I felt like the characters around Superman felt
You're
very James
right. You're
Gunn.
right. I guess universe, I should have said. You're right. This isn't a
Like the
Superman.
Justice Gang felt very James Gunn. Um, but as far as Superman, like he didn't feel James Gunn to me.
You're right.
So,
Okay. This is fun. We'll do this again for Fantastic Four.
oh yeah.